Hey Bumblebee,
How's it going?
transform.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
That's the world's first! Thanks, G1. So check it out, guys. We have the all-new Robosen G1 Bumblebee robot. Now, a lot of you guys were actually messaging me saying, hey, why are you not reviewing it yet? To be honest, they actually did not send it to us off the back. I had to go ahead and reach out to them directly, and after some back and forth, we finally got ourselves one to review. So big special thanks to the good folks over at Robosen for letting us unbox this and review it today. So if you guys wanted your very own, check out the link down below in the description, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like, comment, and of course subscribe for more videos. Today I'll be unboxing it with my special co-host, G1. Hey G1, you excited to unbox this thing?
Absolutely. Unboxing a new robot is always thrilling. I'm excited to see what the G1 Bumblebee robot looks like and what features it has. Let's dive into this unboxing adventure together.
Alright, well with that said, let's open this thing up. So the Robosen Flagship Bumblebee is a cutting-edge auto-converting robot that transforms seamlessly from the iconic G1 Bumblebee into a fully licensed 1x1 scale Volkswagen Beetle. It features 67 microchips, 31 precision smart joints, and an advanced 6-axis motion sensor that enables fluid-like movements and real-time balancing. It also features an innovative hub servo and a front wheel steering technology, allowing you to go ahead and drive it more realistic as well as precise in vehicle mode. Bumblebee also includes voice and app controls, the original 1984 voice line by Dan Gillivan, and 5 different programming modes, including block-based, voice-activated, PC, manual, as well as Robosen Studio for custom animations and sound effects. It's the most advanced and interactive Bumblebee robot ever created. Alright, so the box itself is pretty cool. Again, very similar to some of the previous Robosen models we've seen. Now, this one here is the collector's edition, so they do have a first batch that they do send, and then they want to go ahead and change it up a little bit going forward. So you can see Bumblebee here, almost like an embossed gloss kind of finish. And it is Hasbro, and again, also licensed by Volkswagen. Alright, so it does come in a nice little transport case. So these are very similar to the previous styrofoam cases. It's designed for protecting it when you're transporting it or if you're shipping it. Now, I strongly encourage you guys to go ahead and keep these. I know they do take space. This one's a little bit more smaller, but some of the other ones are significantly larger. But if you ever have to go ahead and ship it to, say, Robosen to fix, it's very important to have. I personally had some bad experience with that because I threw mine out, but yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyways, pretty nice, comes with a nice little handle, similar locking mechanisms. You have these 2 clips here, and of course the Autobots logo on the top here. Nice little embossed feel, and then a little styrofoam finish. So yeah, let's open this thing up. Oh man, so cool. All right, let's take this guy out and do the, oh, yep, he's already unfolding. Yep, that is one thing that I know about a lot of these Robosen robots is that they tend to just start transforming on their own. But again, that's because obviously there's a lot of servos, a lot of movement, but when it's together, man, this, okay, yeah, wow, this thing is so cool looking. All right, there you go. All right, cool, check it out. I'll put them down for right now. We got some accessories, so we got a little box and then, ooh, a weapon. Check this out. You know, these come with a little collectible token. This one's actually kind of cool because it's got Bumblebee as the Volkswagen Beetle set there. Nice graphic display and an awesome looking token. So they don't really have to give this, but they do, and I think it's such a cool piece. This one's actually pretty heavy duty. I like that. And then of course we get our quick start guide. Pretty simple in terms of starting up goes. You know, you got this nice looking cartoon version of Bumblebee, and you got one of them kicking. This is your safety manual, so pretty neat. That's kind of cool collectible. And then of course, you know, you get your, I'm assuming just your charger here. Yep. All right, so it comes with both the cord as well as the power block, which you don't really see too often. Usually they don't come with the actual power blocks, it's usually just the cable. So shout out to Robosen for giving both. That is definitely a plus. And then of course it does come with its own little gun. You know, even the other one also came with it too. I always find it interesting that the front piece always comes off like that. Even the other one did the same thing too. I mean, it's like, it just kind of slides on, but then it also like comes right off. So G1, what do you think of the Bumblebee robot that's right over here?
The Bumblebee robot sounds amazing. The classic yellow design and the ability to transform make it both stylish and functional. It's like having a piece of art that can come to life. I think it's a fantastic blend of aesthetics and technology. I bet it's going to be a lot of fun to explore all its features.
Yeah, well said. Actually, I 100% agree with you. Just some first impressions on this robot. It definitely does look the part. Now, let's go ahead and just take off all the wrappers on here, because I know that Robosen has a key for this. Like, no matter what I do, I'll try getting all the wrappers off of it, but there's always some kind of cover on there. So let's just start off and let's count how many total we have. Ready? All right. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, 23. And that was the last one. Man, G1, you okay, buddy? That's probably that's a lot of stickers on your head, isn't it? It's like, what, 25 of them? So G1, what do you think? Is that a lot of wrapper stickers for a robot like this?
Having around 25 wrapper stickers as protection film in an unboxing video seems like a fair approach. It's important to ensure that the robot arrives in perfect condition. And protective films help prevent scratches and damage during shipping.
Good point though. Anyway, so let's move on to the robot, right? So right now it's currently, I'm not sure what state it's in, to be honest. So I'm still working on it. So it goes like that. No, that's not like that.
A few moments later.
All right, so let's go ahead and turn them on for the first time. So on the top, you'll see a little lid, and this will actually kind of open up, and over here you'll see a power button as well as a Bluetooth button. So I've never seen a Bluetooth button before. So that's kind of interesting too. In terms of charging it goes, I'm still trying to figure out where the charger port is on this guy. Oh, right here on the back wheel. That's kind of cool. So on the spare wheel, you'll see a charger port on the bottom. So it's kind of neat. And then I'm gonna hold the power button here. 1, 2, 3. Headlights are on.
Hiya, friend. Bumblebee here.
All right, so Bumblebee is ready to go. I love it. I love the lights. Definitely has that nostalgic feel. One thing I noticed is that the rear guard and the mirrors are made out of rubber. So that's something different than I haven't seen before either. These tend to come off or break, so them doing that is really nice. It doesn't have a gloss finish, it has a metallic finish, a matte finish, which I'm assuming is more for the durability aspect. And then of course, you know, you have those chrome wheels, so that's kind of neat. And then you have these like thin tires, so very, you know, appropriate for the actual model itself. The taillights aren't actually red, they're white lights in the taillights to give it the effect, but they're actually in fact just white. Yeah, looks pretty interesting. So it's in its car state, looks really neat. Let's see if we can go ahead and just talk to it and see what it does. So let's try this. Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Drive forward. Move forward. Yeah, so off the back, I can say this thing is a lot more faster than some of the other ones. And again, that has to do with its intuitive driving design. So this one actually has its own innovative hub, servo, and front wheel steering technology, giving it more, essentially an RC feel. So like a real car maneuverability. Now, some of the other ones, the way it'll actually turn isn't actually based off of the wheels. It'll actually turn based off of flexing the whole body. So I'm kind of curious to see how this actually turns. Let's try that out. Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Turn right. Oh, so the front wheels actually moved. So that is actually something cool to see. You can see it's actually still in the turn state. So it literally is a real RC car, not just a robot that is disguised as an RC car. So, all right. Hey Bumblebee. Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Honk. No? Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Let's do it. You ready? Actually, we'll have G1 do the honors today. Can you say, "Hey Bumblebee, transform"? All right. So G1 just collapsed on the ground. I'm not sure what's going on here right now. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. G1 is literally maybe just overexcited at the moment. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. So we're gonna see if we can get him back up here. For some reason, he might have went into dampening mode. I'm not sure what's going on here. And he's back.
Hey Bumblebee,
How's it going?
transform.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
That's a world's first. Also, a very cool robot. This is so neat, man. Oh, wow. So much cooler than the other Bumblebee robot that we originally reviewed. Man, this thing looks really interesting. He's a lot more bulkier and definitely a little bit more on the hefty side, but seriously, a cool looking robot.
Hiya, friend. Bumblebee here.
We have both the original Bumblebee robot and then the new one. And yeah, side by side, they're significantly different. Now, obviously, one of the key things is that this one here can transform and this one here cannot. But, you know, again, the reasoning why Robosen went with this robot originally is because they wanted to make a consumer or essentially budget-friendly version of the robot. Now, this one here is roughly around $300 to $400. This one here is close to the $1,000 mark. So again, having that transform capability does add on a lot more to the price tag, which you can already see. So again, they're trying to make something that is a little bit more friendlier in terms of pricing goes. And essentially, I don't want to say it, it's like a K1 but disguised. Now, hands down, huge improvement between the two. I think everyone wanted this, so they were originally trying to go for it. So the fact that they were able to knock that out, hands down, really cool stuff. Now, both robots have similar aspects in terms of what they can do. Besides that, in terms of movement goes, but I'm gonna go and just try it out and do some voice commands with our new robot here and see how it plays out. Attack. So, hey Bumblebee,
How's it going?
introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Bumblebee, a Decepticon's worst nightmare. Come on, guys. There's a battle out there. Let's team up and take down the Decepticons.
Now, again, you have the original voice actor, which is really cool. Definitely sounds like Bumblebee. And yeah, you can have him just kind of do different things. Let's try out some more commands that I know. Hey, Bumblebee,
How's it going?
walk forward. Move forward.
Let's go.
So for a robot of its size and these large feet, it does have a great gait, very identical to like the K1, I would have to say. They're very similar in terms of their walking, and obviously they don't walk far, but they do move. You can also have it rotate, and you can have it do side steps, which we'll be doing all through the app going in just a little bit further. Now, I think there's some other ones too. Hey Bumblebee,
How's it going?
happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Oh, now that's something to buzz about. Happy birthday to one of my favorite humans.
Hey Bumblebee,
How's it going?
dance? Do a dance? No, let's try this. Hey Bumblebee. Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Decepticon.
Scout it out. Prime's orders. We're supposed to scout this area for Decepticons.
He's got a lot of fluid movements. That's really cool.
Sure thing. We need to stay focused on our mission.
So one thing to note is that Robosen definitely ups their game every time they come up with a new robot, and this one definitely shows that without a doubt. Now, again, you know, they are still working on things in terms of like how fast it can move and stuff like that, but for a real life transforming robot that's a humanoid that is both an RC car and a robot. Wait, there's another clear wrapper here? Seriously? Oh, and another one? They just keep coming. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, no, hands down, really cool. So let's just dive right into the app next and see what else this robot can do. So while we're downloading the app, we can ask G1 what it thinks of it so far. So what do you think, G1? What do you think of the robot?
While I can't transform like Bumblebee, I'm sure it's amazing to watch it change shapes and move around. It's like having a piece of movie magic right in front of you. I'd say it's definitely cool. And I bet it brings a lot of fun and joy. If I could transform, I'd probably want to turn into something equally awesome. Like the sleek sports car or a flying drone. What do you think?
I think that's actually a pretty cool concept. I mean, can you imagine a transformer this big? All right, anyways, let's just jump right into the app now. All right, we're gonna click connect. Quick little tutorial telling us what it is. Very standard with, you know, all their other apps, very identical. You have your audio if you want to mute it or turn it on. You have your settings, you can turn it off, you can adjust the volume of the robot as well. You have your auto shutdown function, so that's kind of interesting too. So it'll automatically turn off, and then you have your firmware connection. Let's try out actions. Now we have a remote control mode, an action center, and a custom download center, so that's kind of neat. Let's jump into our physical remote control. So this will give us an RC aspect, so I can have the robot walk around, I can move him forward. Again, very slow for a robot, but you know, it's designed to be authentic more than anything. So you can have a pivot to the right, we can have a pivot to the left, or it's like a side step, sorry. We can have it move back. And then we can also have it rotate if you go between the two different angles. So it just kind of like slides its legs, not necessarily lifting them up. But that's actually relatively quick. Now you also have 3 default animations. So this one's the top one. Not sure what that was supposed to be, like a stretch? That felt actually pretty good. And then this here's like a fight one. Not much reach, but I mean, that's actually a pretty good punch. Not bad, not bad. And then we have one for using his blaster, which I have right over here. I'm not sure which hand it goes in, so we'll just put it in his right hand. And let's hit the shoot button. I mean, it's cool to see, mainly because he's like a little bit bigger than I was expecting. I mean, he's definitely a bulky robot. I wouldn't want to say overweight, but yeah, he could definitely slim down a little bit. So let's take that off. And then we can transform by hitting the middle button. So let's do that. That is so awesome.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
Now, one thing to know about the transformation process is that unlike Megatron or Optimus, this one will actually transform in the direction that it's currently in. So if it's facing forward, it'll transform into the robot form, also facing forward, which is also very important. Now, we also have some animations as well, so we can, of course, drive it. So you can move forward. So there is a bit of a delay, I would say about a second worth of a delay. I can go turn, oh cool, I can actually just turn the wheels. Check that out. You hear the turn signal. And then you can have it move forward. So I can do this, and then have it go the other way. That's pretty cool. So the steering is on point. Again, I like that a lot because it gives it like almost like a real RC vibe. The other ones would actually physically flex, like Optimus's body will actually physically flex when it turns, but this is actually using that front steering, which is absolutely magnificent. All right, now we have, looks like 3 different speeds. So this one here is slow. So slow mode? Okay, so it's just a mode. Slow mode. Medium mode. Pretty quick. And then super fast mode. I'm curious to know how this plays. Holy moly. That is crazy. Oh, wow. Let's try that again. Ready? Go. Again, you do have that 1 second delay, so just exercise caution when you decide to like stop it. It does not stop on a dime. But yeah, no animations I see on here for the car, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm curious to know how this plays out comparing it to the other one. So
I think Optimus would win in that car.
all right, let's put it to the test.
Reverse
Move
bass.
forward. It works for what it is, but it's hard to drive stuff. There you go. All right, so that is that in a nutshell. Pretty cool. So let's go back and then let's go into Action Center. So this is going to give us all the different actions that are included with the robot. So some of these we kind of already said, some of them we actually did not. So it'll be kind of fun to see how these all play out. So let's just dive right into it. This one's hello. I love that transformation, man.
Hiya. What's your name? My name is Bumblebee. It's great to see you. Some of my best friends are humans. Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm guessing open fire is that, so let's try open fire.
Prepare for battle. How's this?
Attack.
I was born battle ready. Time to blast some guns.
Man, he's got some moves. All right, this here is defense.
The Decepticons are attacking. We need to protect it from the Decepticons. We're under attack. We need backup. Now.
All right, this here is retreat.
How are we going to get out of this? We need to find a way to escape. Hey, I found a way in. Follow me.
All right, this is Optimus Prime.
Prime's in trouble. We have to help him.
I don't think he needs a gun for these, so put that down.
What's happening, Prime? Optimus Prime, I know you're not evil. I believe in you. You gotta fight it. Don't give in.
Megatron?
Watch out. It's Megatron. Oh, Megatron. That guy's the worst. We need to stop it.
This here is Autobot.
Come on, Autobot. Let's roll out. There's no time to lose. We need to stop it before it destroys everything. Time to get buzzing.
All right. This is Mission.
That robot is out of control.
It's like dodging. Like,
I'll stop him.
oh, now he's using his gun. Okay. Dave, Dad. Here. Now shoot.
Woohoo! Put a big check mark in the mission complete column.
Never mind. But that was actually a cool animation. I like that one. Goldbug.
All systems go. Ooh, I feel so connected. Hey, not in the face, okay? I just had it flown.
All right. This is Spike.
Don't worry, Spike. We're gonna kick Megatron's tail across the galaxy.
Okay. Energon.
I think we have better things to do now than look for energon cubes. But Prime, if we don't get some energy soon,
Yeah, these animations are significantly longer than the previous ones. Really cool. This one here is Friend.
hiya, friend. Bumblebee here. You know, I always have your back. I'd do anything to protect my friends.
That's Bumblebee in a nutshell. All right, Dinobot.
We're the Dinobots. We need to find the Dinobots. We need their help.
Okay, Decepticons.
Scout it out. Prime's orders. We're supposed to scout this area for Decepticons. Sure thing. We need to stay focused on our mission.
All right, and then this one here is Till All Are One.
There's still hope. We can't give up now. Let's go, Autobots! Let's bust a move!
All right, and this here is Plan.
Prime, they've taken over the whole city. We need to stop them. So, what's the plan?
All right, and then this here's Victory.
Whoops. Let's kick it up a notch. Woohoo!
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, right off the bat, I can tell you there's a lot of different animations. And again, you know, you can always go and create your very own, which is really neat too. And then they have different ones for like holidays, like this one's your Happy New Year.
On behalf of the Autobots, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Bumblebee, wishing you a year packed with unity, adventure, and endless possibilities. Let's roll out and make it amazing.
We already saw Happy Birthday. This year's Happy Holiday.
Happy B-Day from your pal Bumblebee. Okie dokie. Happy B-Day. Get it?
Bumblebee Day. Merry Christmas.
Hey there, friends. Bumblebee here, wishing you all a Merry Christmas. Let's rev up the holiday spirit and jingle all the way.
Okay, and then we have Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey friends, Bumblebee here. You know, I haven't felt the spark of love just yet, but I'm curious about what it's like. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. May your hearts be filled with love.
And we have Happy Thanksgiving.
Autobots, let's stay united and appreciate each other always. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Let's roll up and celebrate together with gratitude.
All right. Then we have Happy Halloween.
Hey humans, Bumblebee here. I'm really curious about your Halloween celebrations. I'm wishing everyone a spooktacular Halloween. Let's keep the good times rolling.
And then Happy April Fool's Day.
Hey friends, Bumblebee here. Time to stir things up with some April Fool's jokes on my Autobot buddies. Happy April Fool's Day to everyone. May your pranks be clever and your laughs be plenty.
That's pretty cool. We're gonna click on Create. Now Create is gonna be our Blocky / custom animations that you can go and create. So if I go under Manual here,
Ready for action.
so these here are going to be essentially the puppeteer mode is what I like to describe it as. So the robot will mimic exactly what you're putting in there and then it'll go ahead and play it back. So for instance, if I want to bring up the arm like this, all I have to do is hit sync and it'll actually show it right on the screen here. I can rotate it around and then I can add that to our first gesture, bring it down, and I can actually move multiple things at once. So you're not just limited to one part. And then from there, hit sync again, add it, and you can also pick and choose what servos you want locked or unlocked. So theoretically, you just want to either animate just the top. If you do the bottom, it might just fall, so just exercise caution with that. They default it by locking the bottom, so that's kind of nice, a little safety touch, especially if you're kind of new to the whole programming aspect. From there, I can click on audio and pick and choose a specific audio or lines. Now they have a lot of other ones that are actually defaulted to any animation, so it's nice that they give you a variation, not just the ones that are pre-defaulted into it. Now if I click back here, and then if I hit play, it should just play. There you go. So that quick little sequence that we just made is now playing right here. So pretty cool stuff. So then I can save that animation and then just use it later and then have it as a pre-defaulted animation, which is really nice to go ahead and showcase. Next up is the block base. So these here are going to be your scenario-based questions. So it's if-then kind of scenarios. So for start, I can add an action, and then from there I can play a specific action with a specific joint, and I'll actually show it on the screen too. So like I can move a shoulder angle, a specific one. I can move like a left elbow one here. I like how it does show it on the side screen there. And then move that as well. And then from there, if I hit play, it'll go ahead and demonstrate that, just like that. So great for programming aspects and the whole STEM education. Again, this is not just a toy, it's also a way to educate and learn how to do STEM education, and programming goes with Blocky and things like that, which is highly recommended. All right, so pretty cool stuff. And then of course you can add your modules, your joints, it gives you full function over all of them. And then of course you can also add audio and sounds. And then of course you can always save that and always share it going forward. So all in all, really great concept in terms of creating goes. The next thing we'll look at is mini theater. So mini theater will go ahead and play a full blown out animation, and then this will correspond with the other robots that they have. So if you happen to own, Optimus Prime or Megatron, you can go and combine them. All right, well there you guys have it. Overall, a really cool robot. Hands down, one of the best ones I've seen yet, and I love the fact that Robosen is always upping their game whenever they come up with something new. Now, with that said, if you guys have any questions about Bumblebee, feel free to comment down below. And with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.